Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 playing with Rangers. So we're playing Brondby today, double header here trying to qualify for Europe. Pretty tough task actually Brondby, they're not a bad side, got some pretty decent players. So we've changed the formation up for this one. Obviously we were very attacking, very positive against Bangor City because we knew we were going to smash them pretty much, which we did 8-1 on aggregate. But we're going away here to Norway. I think it's Norway. Is it Norway or is it Denmark? It could be Denmark. Let's see. It is Denmark. Pardon me. I do apologise to any Scandinavian viewers. I hope they're in Scandinavia. Terrible geography. Anyway, point being, back to the football. What we're going for here, we're playing with a solid back three. We're playing Rossiter in there to protect them. Tavernier and Wallace will be providing the width here, with the idea being that they should give some cover to the defenders there, but mainly if we get forward they'll be expected to get up and provide support to the front two up there. Playing obviously with a solid midfield triangle in the middle there, Rossiter, Jack and Dorrans. Jack will expect to help Dorrans break up play there. Will be expected to help Rossiter break up play there. Dorrans will be expected to play the balls up to Herrera and Morelos there, going on the counter. So we are playing counter-attacking, more direct passing, exploiting the middle, looking for the overlap from the fullbacks. We're playing narrower here, dropping a little bit deeper, staying on the feet so we're not rushing out of position and getting caught off flying in for tackles, more disciplined and stick to our position. So basically we're looking for maybe to snatch a win here or even come about with a draw. I think they're a good opposition we're playing against here. So we want to be more respectful. Knudsen, interestingly, I did manage to get registered for this game in between episodes. However, we're going with Lee Wallace today just because of the fitness. A 4-2-1-2-1 or a 4-3-3, whatever way you would like to look at it here from Brondby. So they've got good protection, and the deep lying playmakers or the defensive midfielders, I should say there. We'll have some area to operate in there because we don't have anybody in behind the two strikers. It will be difficult for the strikers today, but obviously if they put in some good work, I think we have an opportunity to get something here. But it'll be interesting just to see how this one plays out as Halmi picks the ball up for Brondby. As I say, I wouldn't mind a boring game where we just sit in and we get something, but if we can hit them on the counter, I wouldn't be unhappy about that either. Be good practice to see how disciplined and rigid that this squad can be, particularly if we're going to look for a formation to take to Parkhead. As Tavernier tees up a free kick, oof, and it's actually struck the post there. Goalkeeper not exactly filling the home sport with confidence, who by the way have turned out in their numbers here. It looks like a great crowd here at the stadium. Half an hour gone, we're still holding them 2-0. A corner now though that we have to defend here, and it comes, oh my god, and it comes and it's just swept in the 6-yard box. Terrible defending from the corner, far too easy. It's 1-0 to Brondby now. I was worried about this game, that's why we did set up defensively, but to go behind from a random corner like that does sting a bit. Poor performances from the team actually so far today. I'm going to tell them that they need to show us something else in the second half because they were really poor out there. I don't think there's really anything I'd like to change, mind you. Let's just keep going with this. If we lose 1-0, I think I can take that because I think we can beat them 2-0 or better if we get them back to Ibrox. And it's possible that we could come here attacking and we could have just steamrolled them. I'm not really sure. I'm going more based off of what I think would happen in reality if Rangers were to play Brondby. I think Brondby would probably just have too much for Rangers in real life, so I'm just trying to base my decision making off that. Oh, Lee Wallace is injured, so it will be a debut for Knudsen here. He will be a wing back with a defensive duty, that is what he prefers, so let's just allow that for him. I'm going to tell them to show some passion here because they've really kind of rolled over here, not been very good at all. Last 10 minutes we'll give somebody a run out here. We'll play Carlos Pena in there for Dorrans, and we'll throw on, who will we throw on now? Candias can't really replace anyone. We'll throw on Ross McCrory for Cardozo, why not? Might as well give the young man 10 minutes or so. No shots on target today for us, really poor. Knudsen though with his crazy long throws will line this up into the box. Ryan Jack trying to get there, it is headed away, will break for McCrory now. Not really many options for him sadly. He just has to go back inside there to the midfielders. He's not doing so. Is he going to get caught in the ball here? Very possibly. Where is he going? He goes inside to Rossiter eventually, who tries to help it on for Herrera, who'll square it for Morelos. That's exactly the kind of thing we were looking to happen today. Direct ball up to Herrera, squares it for Morelos, and 1-1. And I feel very vindicated now in the match selection and the tactics. Absolutely happy to take a 1-1 back to Ibrox. If we manage to get that though, as Young looking to get across here, Sepp now puts the ball into the box, Fodringham comes and claims, and that will be full time, 1-1. It was an ugly game, but I'll take the score. Camley, I'm going to say you done brilliantly to come back and get a draw, which obviously they are all delighted at hearing that. The qualifier next round will be drawn tomorrow actually, even though we haven't actually confirmed who's going to be in the next round, but we'll see who we potentially could face if we manage to dispatch Brondby, who of course now have to come to Ibrox on the front foot, having given up the away goal. We take a moment actually just now to recognise Herrera's awareness to square that ball back there for Morelos. That was good. I was worried he was going to try and slam it in himself. Let's just draw all the teams. We'll be here forever doing it bit by bit. Where are we? Here we are. Brondby or Rangers will play Hajduk or Hogesund, so I would imagine we will be playing Hajduk if we get through. Of course, from Croatia, pretty good team. I've managed them before on FM16, I think it was. I managed them. They're a pretty damn good team. A lot of creative players in there. Obviously the Cambuslang Rangers friendly will be handled by Bert Kontoman, so we won't be playing that one. And then we have the Brondby game coming up on Thursday, which we will play in this episode of course. Not much going on in terms of transfer action. We don't have much money and nobody really wants any of our players. Celtic, interestingly, have sold Eric Sviatchenko for £10 million to Bournemouth. Having played a season as Celtic myself on Football Manager, they are very well equipped, shall we say, to make a lot of money, an absolute ton of money. I mean, I sold Lee Griffiths for 17.5 million, so you can make a ton of money playing as Celtic. So a lot of our success, I think, will depend on how well the AI does with that squad and how well it does with recruitment. We can actually take a look just now at Celtic's recruitment. Transfer history. So they sold Sviatchenko for 10 million, possibly 11 million, and they've bought in Marcelo for 3.7, possibly 4.1. Yeah, he looks a perfectly capable defender from where I sit. Perhaps not quite as good as Sviatchenko, but he's got, 15 passing and 11 first touch, so they've certainly brought in a player who would suit Brendan Rodgers' style, and it'll be interesting to see if he does have them playing like we play in real life. Passing the ball around, out from the back, lot of possession. It'll be interesting to see if that's the way he goes. But Brondby coming to Ibrox now. Need to make the home patch a fortress if we're going to hope to do well this season. What's happening here? Don't seem to be able to click anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Carlos Pena, fitness test not required, not fully fit, should be monitored. He won't be starting then. Jack Alnwick has passed the fitness test, so he probably can take his place on the bench. Lee Wallace should be restricted to 60 minutes, which actually means I will start Jonas Knudsen, who can play personalised role. Oh, actually, that's not what I'm going to do. I might as well give him that instruction, because if we play that tactic again, that's how he's going to be doing. Liam Kelly can stay on the bench if Alnwick's still carrying an injury. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to this attacking formation. If a team comes to Ibrox, I think we should be looking to beat them. So we're going with Tavernier, obviously, as the full-back there. We'll be playing Bruno Alves as the stopper, and we'll be playing Cardozo Covering, we'll be playing Jonas Knudsen as the defensive fullback. The defend duty on the left, we'll be playing Ryan Jack as a deep line playmaker. We will be playing Graham Dorrans, the attacking playmaker. On the right, it will be Daniel Candeas. In the middle, it will be Nico Kranjčar, since Carlos Peña is coming back from an injury. On the left, Dalcio will get the nod. He did well when he played against Bangor City. And Alfredo Morelos will be the striker. Kelly on the bench, as is Wilson, McCrory, Declan John, Rossiter, Baronas and Herrera. So let's hope we can get a positive result today. I don't want to just go through, I'd like to win this one. 4-4-1-1 from Brondby coming here. Obviously they're looking to play a bit more conservatively than they did in Denmark. I can't believe I thought they were from Norway. That's poor. Yep, let's just encourage them here. We're looking to go and beat them. When teams come to Ibrox, pardon me, we want them coming here with fear. So we really have to get in about teams that come here and put a bit of a beating on them. 10 minutes gone so far, nothing really happening in the game. Looks an even game on the statistics there. 3 bookings already for Brondby. Clearly they're coming here to put the boot into us a little bit. But we can stand up to that. That's one thing about Rangers teams over the season. They certainly never got bullied. They would give as good as they got in the thuggery department. Hoyer now to Halme. Is Brondby looking to get forward here? We are closing him down pretty well though. Stockholm though angles the ball. Tavernier gets that one. Don't really know who that was to. Tavernier bringing it forward here. Forward to Candeas, pokes it forward to Morelos. It's actually a good take from Morelos, who's completely surrounded, loses the ball, but Candeas will recover it. Jack now into Dorrans, cushions it to Kranjčar. Nico Kranjčar losing the ball, that's poor from him. He does try and track it down, but it will go back to Belot in goals here. Rono is actually injured and unable to play today. Belot playing it long, it's a terrible pass. Dalcio goes for the long range effort, and wow, what an absolute cracker of an effort. And if you watched episode 1, you'll see this is now the second episode in a row. 50-yarder from Dalcio this time. It was actually a 45-yarder from Graham Dorrans against Bangor, but that's now both teams that we've scored cracking long range volleys against. Corner comes in, by the way. Dorrans can't get there. Bruno Alves will pick this up. A decent touch round the corner to Ryan Jack now. Does he still have the man out wide right? He does if he chooses. Yep, can find Candeas. Candeas, can he get the ball across? He whips it in deep. It's a chance, and Dalcio's hit the upright. He's actually looking pretty damn good, Dalcio, on the left-hand side. Played well against Bangor City, which, as I say, pinch of salt there against poor opposition, but he's done well today. Ryan Jack pinches the ball for us here, launches it long for Morelos. Can he get on the end of it? He certainly can. Brilliant take. He's completely unmarked here. Where are the defenders? He's in. Can he score? Oh, he's dragged that wide. That's a poor finish. Coming up on half time now. There's the whistle, and it is 1-0 to Rangers at half time. Delighted with how we've been playing so far. Given up no chances, created a couple of our own, and obviously that absolute cracking goal. So Graham Dorrans has actually been pretty poor. I'm going to bring on Baronas. I've got faith in the youngster with his generic mohawk haircut. Morelos out to Knudsen, who looks for Dalcio. It's headed away, but it will be picked back up by Knudsen. Jonas Knudsen. Baronas now playing it forward, looking for Morelos, but it's easily cut out by Flint. And Mukhtar now over the free kick. Brondby looking to get level early on in the second half. It's dumped down into the flanks. Hoyer will pick her up. He has he has a chance to get it to Mukhtar, who's in acres of space here. Tees up Halme, and it's just wide of the post. And we have to be careful here. I'm actually going to tell them to concentrate. Last thing we need is to give up something now. Another booking. 5 yellow cards so far for Brondby. Tommy Stockholm is injured for them. Ryan Jack picks up the injury for us. Jordan Rossiter can come in and fill in there, but not good. Hopefully that's only a short-term injury for Jack. Potential head injury, maybe a concussion or something. Or a gashed head would be brilliant. That's only a couple of days. As Tavernier looks to shoot, but it's an easy save by Belot in goal. As 20 minutes remains here, time is ticking on. We're not going to go negative now, we're just going to keep playing our game. Last thing we want is to change and invite them on and give them encouragement. We're just going to keep playing our game here. We've been the better team just about today. As Kilment will go back to his goalkeeper. Bellot now, adventurous with that ball, playing it out long. It's Mukhtar who takes the touch, but it's easy for Rossiter to rob it. He plays it out wide to Tavernier, and another goal here would probably kill them off. Candeas now, can he get a ball in for Morelos to attack? He runs wide, he gets the ball in, Morelos attacks it, he's hit the woodwork and it's deflected wide by the defenders. I thought that was the moment there that we were going to kill the game off. Corner coming in now from Candeas. Bruno Alves attacking it, but he's headed it well wide. And we've got one more substitute to make. We will be given 15 minutes to Eduardo Herrera to play up front, see if he can get anything for himself out of this game. Played a big part in our goal, of course. Away against Brondby, unfortunately, looks to be carrying a knock now. Tavernier into Baronas, nice ball first time to Kranjkar, who does lose it unfortunately. Malling plays it on to Teemu Pukki, former Celtic player of course. Pukki running forward, running wide. We really need to get closer to him here. He's beaten a man, he's still going, whips it in, huge chance! And there's the equaliser for Jan Clement. All the work done by Teemu Pukki, but really poor defending from us. And late on, Brondby have equalised, and it looks like we're going to extra time here. 6 added minutes. Isn't going to produce anything, and extra time is upon us. That's really disappointing, it really, really is. Yeah, don't let this slip away now. Being the better team, we need to show it in extra time. That's good, some positive encouragement for the boys. Tell them to get creative. At this point you look back with hindsight and say maybe we should have gone more negative just to try and protect our position, but who knows, you can't really judge that. Tavernier to Candeas now, Candeas across to Rossiter, pokes it forward, Baronas, nah, he's never going to sneak it in from that angle, should have been squaring that. But it's a good positive start to extra time. Rossiter finding Kranjkar now, who's been pretty poor. He's lost the ball a couple times, but it looks it's a second yellow card indeed for Hani Mukhtar. So we're up against 10 men in extra time. We should be able to take advantage of that. Nuds into Baronas for Rossiter, but it's actually cut out now. Halimi now to Clement, who seems to be leading the line, the man who scored the goal for them to take us to extra time. It's a terrible effort though. My God, why is that even worthy of showing us, I would ask. We've got about 25 minutes or so, 20 minutes now to try and win this one. That's half time. Kicking off for the second half in extra time here. Need to demand that they push forward. We don't want this one going to penalties now. Dalcio, who of course scored our goal here at Ibrox, beats his man. Can he get it across? No, it's well blocked. It will go for a corner. But we've got 15 minutes now to try and win this game. If we go to penalties, you never know what's going to happen. We're 15 minutes against 10 men here. Candeas whipping in the corner. Goes deep, headed well away though. As Brøndby look to take this to penalties. Candeas now, another corner, it goes well deep. Baronas will need to try and get there, but Teemu Pukki actually gets there ahead of him. We have to be careful here we don't get done on the counter. Pukki driving forward, this is what happened for their goal actually. Clement will take it down. No one really getting in his face here. Baronas does, well done young man. Cardoso now. Dalcio trying to run at them. Can he take on his man? No, he's lost it and it's played forward over the top of us. Cardoso with a nice header. It's flicked on, but Bruno Alves can play a great pass forward to Candeas. Can he take on his man and get the cross in for Herrera? He's forced well wide, angles the ball in. It's deflected round the back for a corner to Rangers. Corner which will be taken by Candeas now. Can he find the Rangers' head in the box? And it comes. It's easily away by Flint. Possible counter is on here. Malling picks it up. Way past Bruno Alves. Somebody needs to close him down there. Surrounded by 3. Good man. Dalcio taking it. Flicks it to Baronas. Kranjkar. This highlight's been a long one here. There's got to be something at the end of it. Dalcio for a throw in to Brondby. Not entirely certain what was supposed to have happened during that highlight. 8 yellow cards Brondby have now picked up as we're drifting towards penalties, which is what's going to happen. Okay, so it will be Kranjčar, Tavernier, Candeas, Bruno Alves, Herrera, and Knudsen, I guess, should it come to that. Yeah, it's penalty time. Here we go, first penalty shootout I've had the pleasure of watching on Football Manager 2018. Let's see how it shapes up. Niko Kranjčar with his penalty. Saved by the deputising goalkeeper. Teemu Pukki now up against Wes Foderingham. And it's saved by Foderingham. Lovely save as Tavernier steps up. Looking to score the first penalty of the shootout. It's James Tavernier. And it's just under the goalkeeper. Lovely. Now Clement, who took them to extra time. Pukki's was saved. He set up the goal. Will Clement score? Clement against Foderingham. And it's one each. Composed penalty by Clement there. Now Candeas versus the deputising Brondby goalkeeper to make it 2-1 to Rangers. And Candeas, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Halimi against Foderingham. Foderingham has to save this or Brondby will go ahead. It's a shot and it is in fact saved by Wes Foderingham, and it's one for the goalkeeper so far this shootout. They've each saved 2. Bruno Alves stepping up now. Bruno Alves, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Lovely penalty by Big Bruno. Visofelt stepping up now for Brondby. Can Wes Foderingham maintain Rangers' lead? He certainly can. What a save by Wes Foderingham. Here we go. And I think this penalty now could in fact win it for Rangers. Herrera, who's carrying an ox, stepping up to win it. We do deserve to go through. Brondby came here kind of to boot the life out of us, frankly. They were down to 10 men, we just couldn't quite make that breakthrough. And they got a late goal to drag it here in the first place. Now Herrera stepping up to put Rangers through. Herrera scores! Yes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a noise of relief for somebody who thought that it slipped away when Clement scored that goal and they got it all the way to penalties. But you know what? I'm passionately going to say I'm happy with them. We got through there. It's a bit disappointing that we got dragged to penalties when we were 5 minutes away from qualifying in normal time. But you know what? I'm going to accept that every day of the week. It was a tough time when it was drawn. I wasn't sure if we'd managed to get through, so brilliant to do so. Concussion for Ryan Jack, it actually is 2 to 3 weeks, sadly. I actually thought concussion was less than that, but obviously nowadays we know more about concussion and the seriousness of that, so I think they like to take care of the players a bit more. Pulled groin for Herrera, 5 to 6 days, not much of a problem. 90 grand, which is always going to help the coffers. And it is indeed Hajduk that we will play. A week's time we're playing Hajduk, and then if we look at the schedule, it is Hajduk, then it is Motherwell. No, it actually is Hajduk, then Motherwell. So it will be another European doubleheader for episode 3. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Obviously more of a test today against Brondby than it was against Bangor City, and I think possibly Hajduk could be another strong test again. Going away to Croatia in that second leg will be a tough, hostile atmosphere for the team. But if you have liked this one, please drop down below and leave a like. It really does help out the channel, especially small channels such as myself, so I do always appreciate that. If you'd like to follow the series or the other series, the Milan series we've got going on here on the channel, then you can always subscribe to the channel, which obviously be infinitely grateful for that as well. But overall, just thanks for watching the videos, and I'll see you next time when we take on Hajduk in that doubleheader.